Guten Morgen, mein Kinder. I am the Killmaster Gaming, and I'm realizing that we are on a very tight time frame because I forgot that it was Saturday when I usually run a tabletop RPG with the boys. So we're gonna have a much shorter episode today, just an hour, or rather, we're gonna be speed running the Urn of Sacred Ashes, okay? Except I won't skip any dialogue because I'm intelligent. So, now we gotta go to Haven, which should be unlocked now. If I still have to go to Lake Calenhad, then fucking Christ, you know. Oh yeah, I've still got the back alleys. There we go. There's Haven. So, that's something we gotta do now. Might be able to get through most of it. But I'm just gonna speed through it.
What are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here.
I have business here.
No, you do not. I would have been informed if someone was expecting a visitor.
I'd like to explore Haven for a while.
We do not appreciate lowlanders looking about our homes. That was some sort of taboo.
Very well, excuse me.
You may trade for supply.
Did it just get a lot colder, or is it just me?
Villager house. Book about Haven, I'm guessing. This dude actually does have some pretty fun equipment, so I'm gonna stop in. These people are undeniably evil. So, there's that. Oh, maybe I should turn on my Wi-Fi. That might help things. So,
Allow me.
Oh yeah.
I could do that for you.
Like that.
It's done.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's not his gift?
Oh, how dear.
That's hers,
of you.
though.
Thank you so much. Why,
Take
thank
this.
you so much.
And that goes to Zevran.
Who are you? You're not from Haven.
Why does everyone tell me that like I don't already know it?
We don't get very many visitors.
Can you tell me about Haven?
How would you describe the place you know only as home?
Well, is this the shop? I'd like to trade.
I don't have much, but I suppose you can take a look.
We're not gonna check out the back of his shop because that's pointless. He'll just attack us and then we lose a vendor. Although, to be fair, he will just kill us the next time we're in town. It's not like we're gonna be coming back. Good enough. Haven always freaked me out. I also don't like how different it looks in Inquisition. Because Inquisition, I love when games reintroduce you to older areas.
We are
But-
chosen by the holy and beloved to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up your voices and despair not, for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her... I understand that you are new, but common courtesy dictates that one shouldn't interrupt. No matter. We were just about done here anyway.
But, Your Reverence, we have not completed the sacraments of the Holy Mother or sung the invocation.
Be calm, Nonna. We have an honored guest. Surely the sacraments can wait. That is all for today, my children. I shall see you tomorrow. For now, I should see to our visitor.
There was no need to end the sermon.
It is better this way. Many of the villagers are uncomfortable in the presence of strangers.
Maybe I should go.
You can't just leave. What will you do then? Tell others about us? This is our home. We protect each other. And the
Oh, that's adorable. You
find
think you're gonna win a
outsiders
fight.
disruptive. They bring others, and before long, Haven is changed. We will go to any lengths to prevent that. You understand a man's need to protect his family, don't you? Brothers, you know what must be done.
We might want to walk.
Oh, it's adorable that you think you're gonna win. I've got my own cleansing aura. How about that? Eat shit.
It will be done, as you say. Ow! Very well.
You forced our hand.
It will be done.
As you like.
I can't change my followers in here. Oh, shit. I'll do it later.
Who are you? They sent you to finish it.
Brother Genetivi?
You're not one of them, thank the Maker.
I read your notes back in Denerim.
So it seems. They take great pains to keep it well hidden. The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot.
Win, can you help?
I can set the leg and ease some of the pain, but he'll need a lot of rest in order to heal.
I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain.
Are you insane? You're hurt.
Broken ribs be cursed. I'm not abandoning decades of research.
It's best for all of us that you return to
Oh, you
Denerim.
say that now, but how will you enter the temple? Do you know how to unlock the door in the mountain?
I'm sure I will
Are
figure
you
it out.
sure? I did not know about the key till I heard Eirik speak of it, till I saw what he did with it. You dealt with Eirik. Did you find a medallion on him? The medallion is the key.
This one?
Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside and I will show you.
No, tell me how to open the
This
door.
has been my life's work. To have come this far, only to have to turn back. I couldn't bear it.
You cannot deny him this. We would never have found this place without him.
He can see it when he's well and no one is out to kill him.
I suppose you're right. I would never forgive myself if something more happened to him. I think it's best that you return to Denerim, brother. I'm sorry.
Very well. Since you will not let me help, I will return to my home in Denerim. But first, the medallion. It is not a solid piece of bronze. It can be manipulated like so. And there, a key to open the way.
How will you make it back to Denerim?
I'll be able to make it to one of the trade routes. From there, I'll be fine. If you find the urn, you will return to Denerim to tell me about it, won't you? I would dearly love to hear about it. Make a smile fortune on you, young one.
I am done.
By the shifting skies of the Fade, this is magnificent.
And Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Of course. As you say. Yes. Very well. As you say.
For the Grey Wardens!
It will be done. Of course. It will be done. Yes. Oh! Very well. It will be done.
Watch out!
You should have fled.
I suppose violence is a solution. Sometimes.
We should do something, and quickly.
As you say.
So, oh shit, I forgot about my audio mixer. Hang on.
Very well. Yes. As you say. Yes. Of course. It will be done.
So, the Urn of Sacred Ashes is quite a dungeon crawl.
Very well. It will be done. As you say.
That went well.
Trap right ahead. Good to go!
Yes. Very well.
I try to be merciful.
Of course. As you say. It will be done.
Let's make this quick. Never like this part.
Very well.
Ooh. Took a little bit off the top, huh, Alistair?
Yes.
Can I give you better equipment? I don't have anything to give you. Oh shit.
Bat!
Okay, well.
Yes. Oh!
Here comes trouble!
It will be done. Yes. Very well. We will not win.
Hang on. Okay, level 12. So nobody's at 14. Good to know. Oh, I have all of the specializations. Damn. Except Bard, I guess. Oopsies. Okay, let's do poison making, stealth. The next level up, I'll give her the points for lockpicking.
As you say.
I just wanted to do a big dexterity dump so she has the crit chance. Reminds me of my last Dragon Age 2 playthrough, where so in Dragon Age 2 the health bar flashes white every time you score a crit. So basically, the weapons I was using combined with just my fucking absurd cunning skill led to essentially every strike being a crit. And I only found this out because basically every hit I was doing, the health bar flashed white, and I'm thinking, huh, doesn't that mean there's a crit? I checked my cunning stat, and it tells you what your critical chance is based on your cunning, and it's like 111% chance to get a crit when I hit. And I'm like, wow, if only I spec'd into dexterity, that would mean something. But, yeah, so it basically meant that I did like triple damage on every hit, compared to what the weapon said I would be doing. But, regardless, it was still pretty cool. I think Dragon Age 2's star system was fucking stupid. But I'm only just now remembering it. It was stupid. Because, basically, it was an auto, or it's like a predetermined kind of like skill check, where it tells you how good that equipment is for you at your current level, skill. Kind of like, it was a skill check. But, it was also kind of pointless.
Alright, as you wish. Very well. On it.
Ha! We have done well!
Southeast chamber key. But it just like it doesn't work. So everything goes by like 5 stars, right? Except of those 5 stars, your equipment is kind of like placed in there based on your level. Again, like back to that. Except it was really inaccurate because it doesn't take into account passive effects like enchantments on the armor. So it kind of didn't really help you.
As you say, of course. Very well.
Hey, watch it!
Of course. It will be done. Yes. As you say. Of course. Very well. Yes.
Watch out!
It will be done.
Make a preserve us.
So basically, I mean, sure, you're already wrapping up the game by then, but by the time you have like the full mantle of the champion, which is like your
Allow me.
kind of like your literal plot armor,
Allow me. I could do that for you. What?
by that point it's already starting to drop. And ironically enough, the armor drops before the gauntlets, boots, or helm, but it drops, and it drops fucking fast. If you manage to get 1 or 2 level ups during the finale, you'll see it drop off quite considerably. Except, you can have weapons that scale with you, because they have a passive that does. A passive that lets them fix Bianca, the only weapon that Varric Tethras can use, scales with him indefinitely, and it's always 3 stars.
Need to fight shortly.
But that's only in Dragon Age 2. In Inquisition, you do actually they dropped that system, thankfully, but you still have to
It will be done.
keep your equipment up to date.
Very well. It will be done.
Oh boy, Ash Wraiths do a lot of damage.
Yes.
Make a preserve us.
It will be done. Yes. As you say. Of course. It will be done. Of course. So shall it be, as you say.
I never liked this part. Ready!
For the Grey Waters!
At your
Oh, and Alistair leveled up, finally. Strength, we're gonna top up off 230, and just dump the other 2 into Constitution. And he can't quite get the Templar skill yet. You know what? Let's put it into dexterity so we can get his last weapon and shield. I kind of want to see what my companions have to say about this.
Something on your mind?
I have some
Of
questions.
course.
Never mind. Win. Or no, Leliana.
Something I can help with?
What do you know of this place?
Next to nothing, I'm afraid.
Of course you don't.
Perhaps there is little to know.
Let's talk about something else.
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Do you miss anything about Orlais?
I miss Val Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent.
Is that all?
Oh, it would take me a day or two to talk about the many splendors of Orlais, her golden fields, her lush meadows. Of course there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. You will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
What sorts of things?
Dresses, fine dresses and furs, and shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes, living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
Shoes.
When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
You lost me.
Never mind. I just have a weakness for pretty shoes. It is so frivolous of me, I know. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we?
Oh, here we are. There's a thing in there that I want.
It will be done. Very well. It will be done. Of course.
You must strike.
Ta-da! Ancient Elven. I missed the armor, but I do still have... Right, I forgot I put it in the other thing. Keep forgetting I put it in party inventory. I'll have to go check that. I'll definitely give that equipment to Zevran. Well, let's go.
We will need to fight shortly. Of course. It will be done, as you say. Very well.
Sergei Ravenov from the Cold War Zombies continuity was a fucking Chad. That's just all I have to say. The dude was a king. Not a literal king, but he's a good king. You know how us dudes often refer to each other as kings. That's kind of the point.
Spirits. We must
Ah, Mimic! That's what you are. You're a shitty Mimic. Oh boy, I wonder if this chest is trapped. It's even got a lock on it.
I've
Oh.
finished.
Is this one trapped? Called it. This one even spawned too. I feel like they discovered how to code this concept and had to put it somewhere. That's kind of it. I bet this one's bait. Called it! Oh my god. What time is it? 10:20? Is that all? I love how it barely has the item set bonus highlighted. Ow, what's this? Thanks, Steve. Oh my god.
Yes.
He sent me a picture that I'm assuming he edited of like the Chad dude. How do I say it?
Yes.
Like the Giga Chad meme, except it had Sergei Ravanov's face on it. And I'm fucking Christ. I might just make that the thumbnail because that's just this fucking stream in a nutshell.
Of course.
Oh my god.
That's
As you say.
Masarat, Andraste's
Very well.
husband, and the one who betrayed her to the Imperium.
Oh my god, did he make another one? Yes, he did. It's black and white. Oh my god. Oh lord. Oh my god. Alright, I'm okay with that.
Will be done. Of course. As you say. Yes. Will be done. Of course. Very well. As you say. Yes.
Hey, don't go fucking smacking me like that. You dick. Bonk. What'd you get?
We will need to fight shortly. Very well.
Don't go zapping me. Bitch, just stand there. Let me stab you. Box. And it might have stuff in it. Like an ash wraith. Okay, it's just... This is worse than the one I have. Fine. Chatting off. Oh, that's funny.
It will be done.
You forced our hand.
Yes. Paragons, watch over me.
Be very, very quiet.
Of course.
Oh, wrong button. Never mind. Sorry, Al. Oh my god, there's so much. There's so much. So why am I not surprised that there's dragons in here? Like...
Enemies ahead. Of course.
Maker preserve us.
Very well. Oh. As you say.
Defend yourself.
This part takes forever.
It will be done.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, no, I went the right way. I forgot that this part was made.
And might not. Of what do I speak?
A tune.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light.
Dream.
Of what do I speak?
Dreams.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
Zane Shorten.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Home.
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for
Vengeance.
a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak? Yes, my husband Hissarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
General Mafrath.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Jealousy.
Yes, jealousy.
Can I go 8 for 8?
Me to betrayal.
So we're on 5 right now.
I was the greatest
There's
enemy
3 more
of
after
our
this.
But beside her, I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
Disciple of Art. I'm carrying his shield.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
The mountains.
Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east. she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
Archon Hessarian.
She wields the broken sword and
Mercy.
separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak? Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
And one more, Disciple Cather.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword, comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Hunger.
Yes, hunger was
8
the
for
weapon
8.
used against the wicked men of the Teventer Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
That was cool.
Greetings, my exiled brother. I would lament your fate, but why should I? You have been cast out to walk the surface, whereas But I am too hard on you. Balin made fools of us both. Were I a spectator, I would applaud him for his clever manipulations. However, I find it hard for me to remain unbiased in this regard.
Balin betrayed us both. That wasn't my fault.
My brother, I know you are haunted by shame and regret. Let the past stay in the past. Take this and use it well. I give you this and my blessing. Remember me.
We will fight you, of course.
Oh, I forgot about this part. This part sucks. Because, oh god, I'm getting my ass beat.
Very well. Yes.
Turn and run!
Yes.
The Paragons could not have done better.
Oh shit.
Perhaps I could simply throw it across. No need for a bridge then.
Does your Andraste have such an excess of followers that she is willing to lure them to their death through ghosts and lies? It looks solid enough, but toss a rock before you risk it.
Shall we crush something?
We'll only be able to get one person across. Perhaps that will be enough.
There we go. Why? Oh, now it wants to work. I'm dropping a save in the gauntlet. Alright, so basically for this last challenge, we just gotta leave all of our stuff right there and then walk through, because our faith shields us and all that shit.
Of the gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
Okay.
But here she is.
What an odd thing to do with the honored dead. To store it in a pot. Bizarre.
Congratulations. You found a waste bin.
There we go.
The ashes.
I knew I'd regret letting you go through with this.
This most grievous of sins cannot go unpunished. Andraste must be avenged.
These things have such an unheeded.
Ta-da!
Die quickly, as you say. Very
Ooh, I don't like how little damage I do to him. Oh, yeah, shit, never mind. There we go.
Of course. Very well. So shall it be.
What is it?
Oh, we don't have a rogue. Well, we can come back in our save.
Already, the weight of the past seems to have lifted off the mountain. You are Andraste's Knight Champion. What you have done here will change the world forever.
I have some of the ashes with me
You
still.
do? How much? Oh, that tiny pouch. It is nothing. Keep it. The ashes do have healing qualities, I'm told. You will share in the power of the dragon. You will become one of the children of the risen Andraste. Behold, the blood of the dragon, drawn from the beating heart of a wyvern. Drink in the strength of 1,000 generations.
Alright.
Are you sure this is wise? I stood by while you did that thing with the ashes, but they're just ashes. This is different. You're going to... They say you are what you eat. What if you turn into something scaly and...
This is my decision. I want this. Oh, that cup. The same one as the one that I drank the blood from. Do they just make blood cups like this?
Do you feel any differently?
Not particularly.
You should feel something soon. Memories. A comprehension of things you did not know before. The memories of the blood. A gift from Andraste. The knowledge of our fathers and grandfathers is slowly being passed to you. Even if you leave, you will take us with you. You will forever be one of us.
Alright, that's what I was looking for. And I gotta level up. So, yep, that's what I wanted. Except, no. What if that wasn't how I wanted it to be? You know? Let's do it.
I didn't think. Was it Gungrun?
Alright, we're good. And yoink.
Vashaden. Pigeon crab.
We'll have to go back all the way through. Ah, yes, it seems. And I bet it's gonna be shit loot, too. At least it's a short dungeon.
It's done.
Yup, shit loot, called it. And what's in this one?
I finished.
Oh boy, well, I did want the loot, so.
You have been to the urn, but Andraste has not been freed. What manner of
But I did, can't you tell?
lies? You have
Oh well.
And now you will die. Behold the fiery vengeance of Andraste herself.
More foes approach.
I'm just sincerely glad he doesn't call down the dragon.
Let us end this.
Very well.
Okay, nope, that's enough of that, that's enough of that. Nope, you're done.
Nothing but excitement.
As you say. There is.
Ta-da! Faith's Edge. Now that's a fun double weapon. We're gonna save that for Ogren, who is voiced by Steve Blum, by the way. So Tank Dempsey will travel with us.
Yes.
Oh, I just couldn't get away.
The Paragon could not have done better.
There's stuff over there. Thank you for the life horde win.
Allow me. I could do that for you. Yes? What now? What's next?
I can ring the gong! We're not ringing the gong. We'll be back for the gong. I swear to God, we'll come back for the gong. Oh, and that is the Urn of Sacred Ashes. That's gonna be it for this episode. I'm just gonna bring us back to camp.
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found?
If you must.
'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
Yeah, you look disturbed.
Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries.
Let me guess. She drinks blood, eats children?
That is closer to the truth than you might think. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
Ooh, so why would she risk sending you with me?
I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said, the Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in.
So if you died, she would have another daughter?
Not by any natural means. Perhaps I should take this as a vote of confidence from her on my capabilities. Or perhaps she simply wished me gone from the Kokari wilds, so she could prepare her ritual in peace. A disturbing thought.
Then you had no idea? I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. I am not. I am angry. There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die.
Okay.
I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Okay.
Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kokari wilds without me. If I am present when she is slain, I cannot be certain that she will not be able to possess my body right then, so I must remain at the camp. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
Do we have... Okay, alright, I'll see what I can do.
I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
Alright, well, that is... we're gonna talk to everybody else. just to make sure.
It speaks.
Never mind.
You called.
Never mind.
As you...
You've seen and touched Andraste's ashes. They are the holiest thing on this earth, the remains of the Maker's chosen.
It's quite remarkable, yeah.
I do not know if I am worthy to look upon her.
Well, Andraste fought for everyone. She belongs to us all.
Yes, of course, but it still is something to be in awe of.
When?
Have you heard much about the Grey Wardens of old?
Well, I know they were more respected in the old days.
It was said that watching the Wardens ride in on their white griffins was enough to rouse a weary heart and put the dance back in the step of an old man. The Grey Wardens were powerful, feared and respected, but they also inspired the common people. I remember a tale that was told to me many years ago.
Go on.
The Blight had ravaged the land for months, and the armies of the great kings had amassed for one last stand. As the sun burst through the clouds that boiled and churned in the dark sky above, it illuminated a vast, seething horde of Darkspawn, with the archdemon at its head. And it was then, when courage seemed to fail, and all lost to death and despair, that the Grey Wardens came. They arrived with the beating of wings like mighty war drums, and stood before the armies of men.
What happened then?
The Grey Wardens, grim and fearless, marched forth, ever between the men and the encroaching Darkspawn. They formed a shield of their own bodies, and held that line until the archdemon was dead, and the last Darkspawn lay trampled in the dirt. And then, demanding neither reward nor recognition for their sacrifice, the Grey Wardens departed. When the clouds finally rolled back, and the sun shone full upon the blighted ground, the great kings knew that they had lost no men, and none of their blood had been spilled.
Nonsense. Both sides always take losses.
This is a tale about no battle the Grey Wardens have fought, and yet about them all. They have always defended us from the Darkspawn, taking losses so we do not have to. People may have forgotten over the centuries, but nothing has changed. This knowledge has been blessing and burden to Grey Wardens past, and now it shall be your blessing and your burden. What's on your mind?
Nothing. I shouldn't have disturbed you. Let's talk to Zevran.
What say you?
No, nothing. Care to answer some questions?
By all means.
What's your opinion of the Dalish?
I know little enough of the Dalish other than the fact that my mother was one, or so I was told. She had fallen in love with an elven woodcutter and accompanied him back to the city, leaving her clan behind for good. And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease, and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book.
Zevran, that's horrible.
Is it? It seemed normal enough a tale growing up. No different than the other elven boys in the whorehouse. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died giving birth to me. My first victim, as it were. We were all raised communally by the whores. It was a happy enough existence, ignoring the occasional beating. Until eventually I was sold to the crows. I brought a good price, so I hear.
So sorry for you, Zevran.
That's very kind of you to say, but it is not necessary. It could have been much worse.
Oh, I'm just sorry you had to join the
What happened
crows.
to the other whorehouse boys who did not fetch a decent price with the crows? Surely your life has not been so idyllic. People like you and I are not the product of happy lives of contentment, after all.
You can say that again.
My original point is that my mother's Dalish nature was always a point of fascination for me. Through all the years of my crow training, the one thing of my mother's that I possessed was a pair of gloves. They were of Danish make, I knew that much. Beautiful. I had to keep them hidden, of course, as we were not allowed such things. Eventually, they were discovered, and I never saw them again.
How do you feel about the Dalish in
I
general?
don't feel anything about them. Oh, we heard about them in the city. Even deep in Antiva. I even had the notion once to run off and join them. Naturally, the reality did not live up at all to the fantasies I had constructed as a boy, staring at those gloves. But such is life. Come, enough talk of the Dalish. Let us move on.
Here, let me... Where's he at?
That smell. This is Antivan leather, isn't it? I would know that anywhere. I don't know how you found it, but thank you.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
Now, if only you could find me a prostitute or two, a bowl of fish chowder, and a corrupt politician, I'd really feel like I was home. And the feet as well. Marvelous.
Alright, yeah, I have a level up. We are going to dump a singular point into cunning. No, I'm just going to dump into dexterity. So that way I can... Oh, I still don't have combat training. Shit, okay. Well, I have been wanting to learn more with two-handed. So I'm just going to have Shattering Blows. Something to drop points on. That's going to be all for today.